Hey, this is Rashan Wilson, lead pastor here at Impact Church in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I wanted to share a few things with you as there are a plethora of concerns that have meticulously matriculated at the university of my mind. I am hoping to allow those thoughts that have enrolled in my psyche to graduate with the diploma of my voice. I want to just share for a few moments as one of the things that I've noticed in studying the operation of the human mind as it relates to its modality, its mode of operation, its method of processing thoughts. One of the things I've learned is that the human mind has a challenge with embracing the dichotomy between the environmental and the innate. In other words, one of the challenges and one of the complexes of our oh so fascinating and intriguing mind is that it always confuses that which is innate, that which is original, with that which is environmental, that which has been influenced by our community. You will allow me a moment to throw some paint on a canvas so I can show you the picture. If you and I both, as children, were reared in a home where we were taught and where we saw that boys typically only wore blue and girls primarily wore pink, we would, based on the influence of our environment, as adults, respond to a woman wearing blue as if she was a tomboy, and we would respond to a man wearing pink as if he was feminine. Now, of course, we're all mature enough to know that's absolutely not true, but it is the potential result of individuals who have not actually identified the difference in what they think and how they think based on the influence of community, society, and life as a whole versus that which is original and or innately geared toward what they think. So consequently, anytime we would like to identify negativity, we have seemingly, based on the influence of our communities, our societies, and life itself, we have attached negativity to the word, the color, and the race black. So if there is an individual who is seemingly picked out and picked on, if there is somebody who is seemingly ostracized and excommunicated, we identify them as the black sheep of the family or the black sheep of the fold. Anytime someone is the victim of a unanimous gathering or conspiring against them, that particular victim has been, as we identified, one who is being blackballed, because it seems as though negativity is always attached to the word, the race, and the color black. But if you would give me this moment, I would like to sort of intentionally and deliberately upset the equilibrium of your thought process as it relates to this particular environmental influence that we have embraced unintentionally. Because you have some individuals, perhaps 10, 15 years ago, who thought to themselves, after perhaps having an epiphany, that instead of wearing black at a funeral, we should wear white because we're celebrating. So let's wear a color that represents celebration, when in all actuality in the Western culture, black was never worn at a funeral as a sign of mourning. It was worn at a funeral as a sign of strength during the time of weakness. You have individuals that would suggest that bad news comes in black, but if you and I both took a moment to try to imagine, you can only picture your response if your letter of acceptance to the college you attended came on a black piece of paper with white ink. or if you received a daily newspaper that was printed on black paper with white ink, none of your attention would be drawn to the words that would be written. All of your attention would be drawn to the paper it was written upon, because the color black is not only a sign of strength in the time of weakness, but it also has the power to capture. That's why words are written on white paper but with black ink. And I can remember a time when my grandmother would tell me, if I asked, can I please borrow some money? She would sometimes tell me, if she was running low, she would say, listen, I don't have any money because I'm operating in the red. Well, even at an early age, I knew that meant she was not having enough money. She didn't have as much money as she normally had. So consequently, at an early age, I knew that black was not only a sign of strength in the time of weakness, black was not only a color that was powerful enough to captivate, but black was now also a sign of surplus. It was a sign of abundance. Anytime any business is calculating in the red, it is a sign of negativity. It is a sign that they do not have enough. It is when they come into the black that they have more than enough. And so I just want to encourage every individual, every man all around this world, particularly the black man, that it doesn't matter what you have thought innately or seemingly originally based on what you were influenced by or influenced with in your environment, or influenced by or influenced with in your community, or influenced by or influenced with in life itself. I want you to know that you are the color that you are because black is powerful. Black lives matter. All lives matter. That's my soapbox.